And early from Los Angeles, and I guess on the East Coast, it's already well into your day. But this is Dave Stevens live from Radio Row, and we're kicking off our morning here as you take a look at what is going on. Yeah, it's really starting to fill up with stars, NFL stars, legends, celebrities. You're taking a look at the Sirius XM area where a lot of those stars are going to be gathering. We might see Adam Sandler, J-Lo. You never know who pops up. But one of the biggest stars that we've had a chance to talk to is here with us today, and he's sitting right here next to me. It's LaGarette Blount, who is I'm not sure what you like to be known for, is which team that is like you hang your hat on. I mean, obviously, three-time Super Bowl champion, two back to back with the Patriots, and then you go to Philadelphia. I mean, what an amazing run you had as a impactful player in the NFL. So thanks for joining me. It's great to have you here.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you guys for having me, man.
And I have to say, it's not the first time we've met, although you've had a million interviews since then. But I'll take you back to the floor of the, I think it was the Timberwolves basketball arena. You had a little bit of different hairstyle then, I think. But just great that you spent some time with little old me right down on the ground. You got right down on your knee, and it was really cool. So it means a lot to me to reconnect. But
I appreciate it, man.
So is this weird for you to be on the other side of this, where normally you're hounded by us idiots asking stupid questions about what kind of tree you'd be, or your favorite ice cream?
Nah, it's not that weird. It's a familiar space for me because I've been doing interviews, my whole career. So it's a familiar space for me. It's not weird at all. But being able to do this during the week of the Super Bowl, that is a little bit different because being here as a player, you definitely got to lock in a lot more than you have to right now.
And you talk about being a player, and what a heck of a player you were, especially what you brought to that team. And I know your coach wasn't always about those individual performances, but man, if they didn't have you in 2016 leading the league and 18 touchdowns and what you brought to that dynamic offense, I think they owe you a debt of gratitude for that season.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it, and I enjoyed every second of it. Just being in New England, just being a part of that organization is always it was always fun for me. I know a lot of guys don't like it and didn't enjoy their time there, but I enjoyed every second of it, man. I don't mind working hard. I don't mind grinding. I don't mind being held accountable. So being out there in New England was a fun time for me.
And does one mean more than the other when you get to that point, or is it just special when you're in that moment? I mean, Philadelphia, again, the underdogs, never winning one. I mean, there's so many dramatic moments of all of your memories.
Yeah, I would say Philly not winning one. Obviously that's different because I was a part of the team that won the first one. I don't know how many more they're gonna get after this, but I was a part of the team that won the first one, and you kind of itch yourself into history, into the history books with stuff like that or with things like that. Especially being a part of it, especially being able to go in the game and actually contribute to the win yourself. That was big for me. So I mean, that was my favorite game. That was my favorite Super Bowl I played in. I almost had 100 yards. To this day, I'm still me and Deuce still gonna go back and forth about that because I only needed 10. But I understand. I understand how it worked and why we didn't let me get that extra 10. But I wanted that though. I told Deuce I wanted a 100-yard game.
That's like them giving William Perry the ball for the Bears, and Walter Payton didn't get that, his touchdown.
Right.
So you really deserve that. But your day-to-day grind, your illustrious career, you took a lot of pain and toll. I mean, I've talked to a lot of your brothers from the NFL, and
Correct.
The problem is pain management. And a lot of these guys, the league has been against certain type of technologies and sources, but what you're promoting, your product is amazing. And I think there's more need for CBD and for safe and effective, helping to get rid of those pains. And I know you're going to live with that for the rest of your life. So what made you get involved with this and start this, and how important is it not just for NFL running backs and linebackers and safeties, but everybody out there?
Right. I got into this, personally for myself that deal with a lot of pain over the course of my career. I've dealt with, knee issues, shoulder, back, all that good stuff. And this is kind of where I wanted to take my focus to, because um, you don't want to have to deal with opioid addiction. You don't want to have to deal with all these different things. Getting a shot before a football game, or taking these pain meds so that you can play a game, or any of that stuff. Because that stuff is addicting. It is highly addictive. And the last thing that you want to do is be addicted, because a lot of the thing with addiction is people don't know they're addicted until it's too late. um so I just wanted to get this stuff, get all of my CBD stuff, because I want people to be able to deal with pain. I want people to be able to deal with anxiety and be able to deal with sleep issues without having to take a sleeping pill, without having to take a pain pill, any of that stuff. These are the more natural and organic ways to do this, because my products are all natural, all organic. They're 100% THC free. They're CBD isolates. So they're the best in the business, I think, in my opinion. I use the products every single day, especially the anxiety drops, because I do get anxiety whenever I get into a closed space, or if I get into a space with a lot of people, and everybody kind of want to grab on you here and there. That I get really bad anxiety from that. So what I do to counteract that is I came out with the anxiety tinctures that I drop them every single day. And I came out with the sleep gummies, because I just had problems sleeping. Even as a kid growing up, I had problems sleeping. So I could go to sleep, but I just can't stay. You know what I'm saying? I can fall asleep, but if my 4-year-old moved this way and moved that way, I'm up and I'm not going back. So that's that. It just this my sleep gummies help me get into like a more comfortable and deeper sleep, so that I can actually get the rest, and I wake up the next day and I'm not groggy. I'm not tired. I don't feel like I didn't get any sleep. Like I still feel like I got sleep, and I still feel good afterwards. So that's kind of the things that I do with as far as the sleep gummies, and as far as the tinctures and things like that. And granted, all of this stuff is just not for it's not just for professional athletes. This is for everyone. This is for nurses. This is for doctors. This is for social media platform. This is for some people that do podcasts, sideline reporters, anybody that's dealing with any kind of pain. This is the way that you should deal with it, other than taking a pain pill or a sleeping pill or this, that, and the other. These are the best ways to deal with that, because they're healthier ways. They don't affect your body in any kind of negative manner, and it does everything that you need and want it to do.
Well, Garrett, I was, LG's Feel Good is what they're called. You can find them on the Facebook page, LG's Feel Good. And how has it been when people see this transition for you as a player to an entrepreneur?
It's been pretty supportive, especially in this field. As far as football players, as far as social media, all these things, man. It's been going really good, really good. I've had a lot of people support me on it. A lot of people that advocate for this stuff. And they love it, and I appreciate the support from every single person, and I appreciate the support from everyone here. Just give me a chance to reach out and let everyone know that there are different ways to deal with pain and to deal with sleep deprivation, or to deal with anxiety, other than taking these pills that you have absolutely no idea what they're going to do to you 10 years from now.
LaGarette Blount joining us as we wrap up a little bit. Three-time Super Bowl champion, over 6,300 yards. He led the NFL in touchdowns, led the over 1,100 yards a season. That amazing season with the Patriots. But I'm just curious now that the world has kind of eased up and really gotten in a better position. Like, why hasn't like Snoop Dogg or Mike Tyson tapped into you to sell LaGarette Blunts, and create a real cannabis type atmosphere and utilize you? I mean, it would be perfect.
It would. I think I'm a small fish in a big pond. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Snoop and those guys, they get the pick of the litter. Um, the smartest pick out of that pond would be me.
Yeah.
But we got to get our hands out, our outreach out there, and see if we can get our hands on Snoop, or get our hands around some of these guys that are really prominent and really important and big time names in not just football, but just in life in general. You know, Snoop is a mogul. You know what I'm saying? Those guys are, you know, people love those guys, you know, whether it's music, whether it's a talk show, whether it's just a personality type thing, like people love Snoop. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, those guys are guys that you definitely would want to get a hold of and talk to about things like this. But, you know, those are obviously the guys that are the hardest to get a hold of.
You know how to get a hold of LaGarette, though. Go to his Facebook page for LG's Feel Good. And I'm already working on one of your commercials, you know, LG's Feels Good.
I'm ready.
Oh, yeah. You know,
right.
Can we get the copyright for that song?
We're going to get that going.
Feels good.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that might be copyright infringement.
Before you go, that song. Your pick before you go.
I say the Rams.
All right.
I say the Rams, man. Hey, just make sure that you guys visit lgsfeelgood.com. Appreciate your support, man. Thank you so much for having me.
Look at this ring. Look at this thing right there. Put it up to the screen because you earned that thing, right? That's a world champion ring, one of 3. Do you wear them? Do you take them out, or do you just kind of watch them every now and then?
I don't hardly ever wear them, really. I just wore them today because this is the kind of atmosphere we're in, the championship atmosphere right now for the week.
All right, my friend. Thanks a lot. Best of luck in the future. That's
Yes,
LG's Feel Good. And really, we do know that CBD is working, and it's important for everybody to go out there and try to enhance your life, not with opiates, not with any of those bad things. Do the stuff that this man has right here and make him a little more money because he's not playing anymore. You know, he's got people to feed, a family to take care of, all that good stuff, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Sir.
Thanks for joining us. Dave Stevens here, kicking off the day. That's a pretty good way to start. Continue to join us. We got stuff going all day long. Don't forget, you can watch us continuing here, Ability Media, right here on all social media platforms. Don't forget to follow Dave Stevens Speaks. We'll see you in a little bit.